Number 8. Which of the following pairs of points are intervisible? Now, intervisible means the ability to see across 2 points. So if you're standing at one point, you should be able to see across to another point without anything blocking your visibility. The answer is B, as in boy. Points Q and S are intervisible. Now let us go to the map above, the contour map. So let us look at point Q, which is right here. And as again, I'm not sure if you're able to see the cursor. I hope you are able to do so. Right, so point Q is right here. And this is the highest point in this area, right? So we see the lowest contour, which is like we're climbing a slope, the lowest elevation, 25, and the units is in meters. So it's 25 meters, 50, 75, 100, right? Right across the highest elevation or the peak, the top of this slope is the other over to the other side. The adjacent side is 100. Now we see that we are going down the slope from the 100, so we go back down from 75 to 50, and P would be even lower than 50 meters, right? So therefore, within this area, Q is the highest point. Now, we're able to see, if we're standing at Q, we're able to see point S, right? And the good thing is that point S is the same elevation as point Q, which is 100 or a little over 100 meters, right? And between the 2 points, there's nothing blocking the visibility because between these 2 points, the elevation is actually lower. If you look at the contours, 25, 50, 75, right? So basically, this is a valley between Q and S. It is a valley with a river flowing through. And across this valley side over this side, you're climbing the slope of another hill, which is 25, and you're going up and going up till we get to 100. So which is another uh, peak of another slope. So if you're standing at point Q and looking across the valley, you should see point S, providing that they're, especially since they're the same elevation and there's nothing in the way blocking intervisibility. Now, if we should look at 8A, Q and T, Q and T. Whilst there's nothing in the way between Q and S blocking visibility, if we are standing at Q and we want to see over at point T, we would not be able to because point S, which is a higher elevation than point T, would be blocking the view. I hope I make myself clear. Question 9. Between which of the following pairs of points is the gradient steepest? Note the answer is C as in cat, Q and R. Now the rule states that the closer the contour lines, the steeper the gradient. And the wider the contour lines, the gentler or the flatter the gradient. So if we look at the map, P and Q, which is option A, question 9, P and Q. P and Q, the contours are a little bit wider apart, so not steep, right? Gentle rolling, not flat, but gentle rolling, perhaps. So we want to find out where is the gradient steepest. So it's not P and Q, not A, B. Could it be R and S? R and S? No. Well, on the eastern section, closer to the S, this gradient is a little bit steeper, but where you have the river flowing in the valley between R and crossing the river, it is very flat. And we know that a valley is a low-lying area, right? So it is, the contours are too wide apart right here. It could not be a possible answer. And our answer, which is C, Q and R. So again, the rule states that the closer the contour lines, the steeper the gradient. So Q and R, Q and R, and right here we can see that it is right here that the contour lines are closest, right? The contour lines in this area are closer together relative to the other areas of the map. So our answer for question number 9 is C, Q and R.